Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour. Pit exit looks clear.
Got a slow car on the left. Car stopped on the left. Go left.
Right side. Clear right.
Clear.
Just another morning practice here, doing out lap before we head out on our trip for a few days, so won't be able to get a lot, or won't be able to get any practice in a few days, so that's going to be good because I gotta kind of take a break from things, let the mind work. And continue to get that muscle memory down. That mental memory.
Got a slow car on the left.
Hedgerow in front of us here that must have spun or slipped or something. Again, not trying to do anything but just get the tires warmed up here.
Slow car ahead. Go right. Slow car ahead. Go right.
Thing. All that was necessary for that guy to hit that guy, but maybe. Ooh. So it looks like the track temperature is 67, cool today. Obviously a little bit foggy this morning on the track. Top guy running 8:15, and 8:16, 8:19. Those that have completed a lap. Oh. Wasn't paying attention there. Yeah. We'll restart that a little bit. Alright, wasn't paying attention there. But anyways, so we'll be at a situation where hopefully we can run under 8:18. We're in qualifying trim, so that means basically we can get maybe 2 laps in. And see what we can kind of come up with here. Paul David Campbell is the yellow car in front. So, no idea how he's doing. He might be just out on his out lap. But in theory, we should be faster than him, or should close in on him. But then next to him is Stephen Hills, 2.9K rating. So, don't know if they're going to be in the way.
On the right, no left.
Guess not. Now we'll begin our first lap. See if we can find something, you know? Find some speed out of this thing. Alright, here we go. Infield section is tricky with this setup because it's meant for the back. So it's a little pushy in the front GP's part. Not bad. Not bad. Car's blinking in front of us. Got a little bit of internet issues. A little deep there, but that's alright.
Got a slow car on the right.
Get through all that. Decent. Didn't quite get that turn right, but it's okay. It's gonna be just fine. Yep. All right there. This is a qualifying lap, sort of. Would rather not catch up the yellow car in front of me, because then you got to deal with passing. And that's not what we're here to do right at the moment. We're catching them anyways, aren't we? Might pull over. If I get too close to him, he might let me by. Because we're not racing right now, we're just working it out. Got good through all that. Little slidey there. Definitely not a very good through that section. There.
Got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Yeah, I think he could see me closing in on him quite a bit. He was like, I'm gonna get out of the way, which is nice. That's what I would have done. Go a little faster through there. We have a good setup around here, around the long back stretch. A little hesitant through the uphill swing here. Ooh, flip that curb. That's not what you want to do. It worked out. Patience around this turn here, because you don't want to spin the tires. Tough around the carousel there. Can do better. A little bit of brake. Car turned. Wide open. About here. Little lift. route that I wanted. Patience on this, don't get on too soon. Yeah. Definitely a little bit slow this morning through this last little few sections, so. It's a little bit better through there. Wide open through all of this. Really fighting the car through here. Don't push too far over this. Stay inside. Not as good of a drive coming down this back stretch that I wanted through there. Still tricky. I feel like the top guys probably go all the way through that whole section. Last two turns coming onto the straightaway here, kind of wide open. They just kind of go to the outside, cut in, and just never really let off. And I would imagine that those guys are gaining a good half second down this straight just by not really lifting that much. So I haven't quite figured that one out, but opportunity, I'm sure. And then we'll get our first lap time result here. See how far off. It's 8:19 probably.
22,
B12.
4.
That is not anywhere close to what I was thinking, actually. That really kind of sucks. Alright, we're going to go one more. Yeah, it was definitely not as fast as what it kind of felt, so, I don't know. See if we can't improve a little bit this lap. We got a little bit less fuel, so as each lap ticks down, you get a little bit more time. But I thought that was actually better than that time would indicate. But I'm not going to argue with the people with the stopwatches, I guess. There's no real people to do that with. So, yeah, we got to get lots and lots faster.
We're almost out of fuel. Might not make it to the end.
New fastest lap for Carlos, 8:18.4. Sector 1 is 0.34 off the pace.
So good through sector 1. Compared to everybody else. Up 1.30 against last lap time at this point.
Okay, David, you've used half your fuel.
So 1.3 still. Real sketchy through there. Probably at this point should be up by 2.5 seconds. I was gonna have a good run at sub 18 on this lap, so I mean, a little bit better, but we're not still on the mark quite yet. A little bit of time we made up on the back section here where I was hesitant from last lap. A little bit better through there. That really sucked. Kind of missed that entry point. Little lift there that I shouldn't have had to do.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
We'll get a little bit more aggressive through here this time. A little bit better. Make the jump turn. Again, back to the wide open section here. Shifts that I didn't need to do. Not really sure what I'm doing.
For BT 8, 16.5 seconds.
A little bit better that time down the straight. Kind of a lift and then a drive and then a lift and drive. You know, if you hit it right, maybe that's a way. Or again, I think the top guys are probably just railing through all of that. So we're 334 ahead of last lap. So that looks like a 2:19:10. Which would be a little bit better, but see what this comes across to. A little bit better out of that last turn.
18.83.
E7. That was 18.8 seconds. All right, David, we're running on fumes, mate. In this lap, box this lap.
So obviously this will be the last lap. You just kind of let it all hang out there, I guess. A little bit of a spin there, didn't want that. A little bit better through that section.
You have about one lap of fuel left.
So bad through that turn. Was up about a half second, but now down to a third of a second. So then we've got Onslaught in front of us, who's probably on his out lap. Looks like he's already struggling, given how much I've closed the gap. So this is where he should look on his relatives and see, hey, this guy's flying behind me. He's better than I am, so I should get out of the way, right? But he may not. Yeah. So he's going to mess up our lap here. So now, just a matter of seeing how long he goes before he even...
Far left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Clear on the left. Clear left.
Yeah. Guess he just kind of wants to be racy this morning. What a jerk, you know? Just kidding. It's hard to kind of figure out where to move out of the way exactly on this track. I mean, there's some places that are obvious, but like in other sections, it's like, you know, I want to let you go by, but like it's almost dangerous to let you go by here because it's going to be off the line, and that might be where you want to go, and people are trying to guess what you're doing, and I don't know. It seems like this track more than any of the others, it's just not so obvious in certain sections how to let people go around without making it sort of dangerous for everybody. You had a car yesterday that was trying to get out of the way, so he just kind of slowed way down, but it was like right in the middle of a turn, and it was like he's right in the way of where I want to go, and there's really nowhere to go around on either side, so he just kind of slows down, and I ended up, you know, just like hitting him in the bumper, kind of going, okay, what are you doing? You know, it's like, so I could appreciate that where it's a little bit more difficult to understand, you know, the intent is right, but how? You know?
Very little fuel left. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
So, but, I forgot what I was doing there. And I think that's another section right through there that is probably wide open, I guess, maybe, for some people. So the idea here might be like, well, why would you complete this lap if there's no chance in setting any records or anything? And the answer is because you can never have enough practice, one, and there's a little bit of pride around trying to, you know, not get any off tracks as you're trying to go at speed. Just because it takes out lots of concentration. And the other thing too is that that's a likely scenario to happen when you're qualifying or when you're racing anyways. You're going to run across people that are a bit out of control and stuff like that, and you're going to have to deal with it, you know. So, and you're going to have to recover and get back on the bandwagon, so to speak. So even that last couple of turns there was a better drive this time than last time, and I can tell because my gain loss went down by hundredths. So again, a little bit better through that. I don't know how that compares against my all-time kind of drive out of that, but worth the practice. Trying to learn a couple of things. Try to remember that. As you go.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
Yeah, and same thing out of this turn here. A little bit better on the entry, a little bit more speed coming down the straight. If I were to start another lap, that would have been decent. So now we're out of gas. So this is as good as we're going to be able to get on this one. So as we hop out of the car here and you kind of look at the overall laps, I mean, you can kind of see, you know, 22 better at 8:18 and was on a good run in that last one. Maybe if I'd have kept everything together, 8:18, maybe an 8:18 flat, so jumping in the 8:17s, which would have put us up here with Miguel
the leader has just
and
done a
Roberto.
8:13.4.
And then Maxi just did an 8:13, so that means, yeah, I mean, even if you're at an 8:17, that's 4 seconds off the pace of what Maxi's doing. Now, how good is Maxi? If you look at the Maxi's a Division 1, as was Pitt, Topi, and Daniel. So these Division 1 guys, you know, are better, really good. So then, you kind of match that up against, here's Pitt, Maxey, again, those are Division 1 guys. Topi's Division 1, Jones is Division 1, then Arnaud, Felix, Miguel, Arnaud, Felix, on here means, yeah, so Arnaud, Felix, Miguel, I don't know if that was it, by this mixture. So right around the same times, I suppose, is what these guys are doing here. But you got to be in the 8:17 range, for sure, on this one, which might have been close. So we'll see. But again, no matter what, at least 2 or 3 seconds off of the more alien times up here in the 8:13, 8:14 range. So a lot of work to do in that if you're going to compete top. So anyway, that's it for the next 4 or 5 days. So go do the memory test on this now. Just try to remember everything. All right. Later.